My name is Trell, and 10 years ago, I walked out of a federal prison in North Carolina with a 5-year sentence behind me. No money, no plan, and a felony on my record. Thought my life was over, but the moment I realized my life was determined by me and nobody else, I started building because I didn't give up. This year, I made my first legal $1 million. So if you're a man and you're watching this in 2026 and you feel behind on masculinity, behind on women, behind on money, I'm going to break down exact pillars I locked in to build everything back from zero. If you can sit through the next 15 minutes, that's it. Nothing in your life is going to change. So make sure to lock in. Let's get into it. When it comes to women, you attract the money that you make, you expect that you get when you walk into a room. It all starts with how you carry yourself. And I want to be real with you. I got this completely wrong at first. I thought masculinity was about being tough and not crying and being gangster, but completely wrong. Masculinity is when you have the ability to understand what it means to protect and provide, and that those things don't make you tough or make you macho. And that masculinity is about building your competence. It's about building your emotional capacity so that you can make the world a better place. That is true masculinity. When I was 16 years old, my father, he was gunned down in the shooting. And my version of being a man of the house was selling crack and selling heroin to help my mom pay rent. That's what I thought it meant. By the time I was 19 years old, I was in handcuffs at 4 a.m. during an FBI raid at my aunt's house in Northeast. They came, bust down my door. 30 officers with rifles and guns pointed at me and my entire family. And by the time I was 20, I was sitting in a federal prison in North Carolina, training other inmates on the yard. Started reading men's mental health magazines, to learn proper form, because that was the only education that I had access to. So when I tell you that masculinity is not loud, I'm not saying that as a slogan or to sound sweet. I'm telling you through my experience of trying to figure it out myself, that this loud version that many other men are exposed to is not the way, and it put me in a cell. Most young men today, they're performative in their masculinity because it's what they talk. They confuse being aggressive and loud and dominant. That's not confidence. That's not masculinity. They want to be respected without giving respect. Now, the version of masculinity that actually got me out of that cell to being who I am and where I am, it was built on 3 non-negotiables. Now, living by these 3, they got me back on my feet, fixed how I carry myself, and that's when everything started to change for me. Now, the first rule, opening doors and being kind to women, to children, and not because you want something in return, but because that's who you are. My grandmother told me directly, bro, a woman should never touch a door handle when she's with you. And so I live by that, and I treat women and people how I would want them to treat me and my daughter and my mom. And that isn't performative. Chivalry is a sign, is a reflection of how you were raised, because those things, your mannerisms, your class, it tells people everything about you before you ever even open your mouth. Second rule, everybody does not need to know how much money you made. You close the deal. My mom raised me on one of the realest things, and she taught me to move in silence. Everybody don't need to know every detail about your life, especially not where you lay your head. If you're making new money, keep it to yourself. If you got a new investment property, keep it to yourself. Everybody don't need to know that, because when you invite people into your life, guess what? They also have the capacity to break it down. They also have the capacity to talk about it. You invite them into your life. There's a difference between confidence and seeking validation. Privacy, it compounds the same way that money does. The more you invest into it, the more your return on your investment. So keep certain things to yourself. And then the last and final rule is to practice stoicism. Separate what you can control from what you can't. It's not your job to figure out everybody else's situation. It's not your job to be addicted or loyal to people who are loyal to losing. Every time you turn around, they in a bad position. That's not on you. You need to control what you can control. That's not your problem. You can't control the market. You can't control her mood. You can only control your reps. You can control your discipline, and you can control how you respond. And carrying yourself right will take you so far. The wrong people around you is going to burn years of your life. And that's where most men struggle in their 20s. And they lose time that they will absolutely never get back. The biggest financial decision that most men will ever make bank, in their life, in their business. It's not your car, it's not your portfolio, it's not your crib. It's going to be the woman that you choose to build with. Today, you can open your phone and see 1,000 beautiful women in 10 minutes, but that screen is giving men the wrong idea of what the right woman actually looks like. So men today, y'all choosing the wrong women. You're choosing based on how she looks on Instagram. You're choosing how she makes you feel on date 3, whether she's fun on the weekends. This is the exact reason why 2 years into a relationship, everything fails, because you start to realize that you're not with a woman that is aligned with your values. 2021, I remember seeing a young lady from a couple years ago, and it kind of went viral because like I was paying for flights, I paid for nails, and not because I wanted anything in return, but because that's just who I was as a man. And one day she was coming over to my crib and I asked her like, hey, you know, it's been a long day, can you stop by and bring me food? And her response, it triggered me, it threw me for a loop. And she basically said that like, I'll buy it if you send me the money for it. And I'm like, damn, it's $20, right? And I never really even brung it up. But from that day forward, I realized that she's probably not my person, because if you only can do stuff for me based upon if I'm doing or paying for something, and it's not alignment, and that is okay. I don't think she's a bad person. I just think that we weren't in the line. And so I say that to say that your 20s are your most important years of your life. And if you let a woman hit in without any filters, they want to spend your 30s rebuilding from zero. So I run 2 different filters on women before I hit month 3. If she fails either one of these, I'm probably out. And it's not really a test, it's to see if you even qualify to have access to that next chapter in my life. First one is, how does she treat people who can't do anything for her? Is she innately kind? I watch and pay attention to how she treats waiters. I watch how she treats Uber drivers. I watch how she talks to her girlfriends who isn't dressed up. Watch her tone with the cleaning lady at the hotel. Pay attention to the small sign, because anybody could perform for the man that they're trying to keep. But if she's dismissive, if she's cold to people who she can't benefit from, that's exactly how she'll talk to you when she's not comfortable. That's exactly the attitude you'll get when things get real and you have disagreements, you have children, you get married, people change. So pay attention to the signs early. Second filter, does she love herself more than she loved me? I said this publicly and it became one of my most quoted lines. My only rule for my next partner is that she loves herself more than she could ever love me. Because when a woman tells me that like, I need you, that's not love, that's dependency. And that's too much for me. I don't want that. I want you to want me, not need me. I prefer to date women who already has her own life and I add to it. She adds to my life. We live 2 separate lives, but we figure out how to live them together. That's what makes love beautiful, is that we choose every day to be with each other. And I don't want to control you and I don't want you to control me. Let's figure out how to love healthy. Let's prioritize growth in our relationships. Now, for me, again, these 2 filters, they're the same ones most men who come to me for advice about women, you never apply it. And that's why exactly a year or 2 into the relationship, you sitting confused about how you missed all of the red flags that was there from month 1. Now, everything that I'm walking you through right now, the frame, the filters, the financial system, I put together a free training that walks through how I took back control of my life at the prison and built it into a $50,000-$60,000 a month online business. Now, if you want that, the link's in the description for you to check out. Now, let's get into the money part. Now, today, every man needs money. That is the law. But if you actually want to accumulate it, you can't treat it like it's a one-night stand. Money has to be respected, fed, protected, grown the same way that you treat your wife and actually love. Because if you neglect your money, guess what? Like your wife, she'll leave you. Make money. What happens is that most of you make the money and then you start spending it, and so it's leaving as soon as you get it. You buy shit that don't bring you value. You invest in women, you invest in cars and new cribs. You didn't put none aside for your savings or for your Roth IRA. You can't go 90 days without buying something stupid because you lack discipline. I didn't do none of that. No dates, no clothes, no traveling, no boys trips, no clubs. I didn't do that shit for 3 years. I didn't get rich until my 30s. And the reason is because I run my money today on the same rules that nobody taught me 10 years ago. I had to learn this shit by myself, the hard way, all right, with my own money on the line. So I'm going to give it to you right now so that you don't have to make those same mistakes. All right, the exact system that took me from $10,000 a month to $30,000 a month to $50,000 a month to now consistently doing $100,000 plus per month. So here's what that looked like. First one, I like to call it my 70-30 rule. 30% is what you live on. All right, let's say you make $1,000. Immediately put 700 up, and 300 is you got to figure out a way to live on that. That's what it is. You need to downgrade if you can't live on that $300 a month. And then you want to split that 70 in half. Some of that money goes back into your business. You want to feed that so that it continues to grow, right? And then some of it, again, you want to put into your investment portfolio, your Roth IRA, your brokerage account, your high yield savings account. And this money that you won't touch until you turn 50 or 60 years old. By the time you retire, I promise you, you'll be up $3-4 million just from consistently investing into the stock market. Open your brokerage account through Vanguard, through Charles Schwab, through Fidelity, and then you do the boring stuff. The boring shit wins. All right, all I do is buy index funds. I buy VOO that tracks the top 500 companies in the United States. I buy QQQ. It does the same for the top 100 technology companies. That will beat you trying to pick stocks over the next 30 years. It's the exact playbook to financial freedom that most young men will never learn. And it's not hard. It's not about Lambos. It's not about watches. It's about being able to retire your mom and live a life on your terms. Now, masculinity, women, money, don't matter without the thing that multiplies. And without this next piece, everything that I just said, it'll fall apart in 90 days if you don't have it. Discipline, it's not motivation. Motivation is like weather, it's fleeting, it comes and goes. By 9 a.m. that shit is gone. But when it comes time to actually do work, discipline, you see, that's the action that you take when nobody's watching. Discipline is doing shit when you don't feel like it. You can have the best frame, you can have the best woman, you can have the best money manager, the best money rules, but if you can't run daily reps, none of it will compound. And I'm telling you guys that compounding is the entire game. The man who joins the gym in January and quits by February, good luck. The man who reads one book and think, oh, I've evolved. The man who has one good week of savings and orders DoorDash twice the following week, that ain't gonna work. Most men, you don't have a discipline problem. You have an identity problem. You're too busy trying to prove to everybody else that you are who you say you are, when you can be spending that energy actually building who you want to be. Now, if tomorrow was a place that you had to go to, like my boy said, most people, they wouldn't make it. And all it takes to build real discipline is 3 inputs every single day. Hit them with no exceptions, and you'll finally start moving in the right direction. First one is your body trained 4 to 5 times a week. Then add the boring stuff, the juicing, supplements. Don't forget to sleep. The body is the only asset that holds every other one. If your body breaks, the money doesn't matter. If you having a health problem, that you only have one problem in this world. Also, you don't need to fucking bodybuild every day. Go to the gym 3 times a week. Pick a tennis. Pick 2 cardio days. Sleep is very important. 6 to 8 hours a day. I lean closer to 8 hours. Supplements, all right, these help your body when you don't have the proper nutrients. If you take care of your body, everything else will fall into place. Number 2, your mind. Sit alone with your phone off early before the world starts asking things of you. 20 minutes is more than enough. All right, men for ages have always had trouble sitting alone and with their own thoughts. And if a man who can't sit alone would never be able to sit with his family. This is why I teach you about stoicism. Practice what I can control and let go of the things that I can't. That is okay. That doesn't make you less than a man. Third one is your money and your financial stability. Move at least $1 towards the long game every single day. $5 into the VOO, all right, into your high yield savings account. Pay some bills early. Consistency matters more than one big investment. $5 daily. This is about compounding over a long period of time. Now here's one last thing I want to leave you with, because without this last piece, we're going to chase the wrong scoper for the next 10 years. Now, life, it rewards consistency. Instagram will show you a 23-year-old in the Lambo today and a 24-year-old getting paid by a Lamborghini tomorrow, and it will make you feel like you're losing. You are not losing. You are watching a highlight reel and you're comparing it to your raw footage. I came home from federal prison in December and I made my first legal $1 million this year. That's roughly 10 years of stacking, failing, rebuilding. There's the 90-day mask who sprints burns out, restarts, sprints, burns out, restarts, and he does that for 10 years. Then there's the 10-year man who walks every single day in the same direction. Year 1, it looks the same for both of them. Year 10, it doesn't even look like the same species. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So before you close this video and continue this endless cycle of never taking action to become a better man, I want you to pick one decision in each domain that you will not break for the next 10 years. So for masculinity, pick one rule that you know that you can commit to. I know that I'm going to be kind and open doors for not just women, for everybody around me. Women, one filter you don't negotiate on. Mine is, hey, make sure that she loves herself more than she loves me. Pick yours. Money, one automated move. Mine is the 70-30 rule. Pick yours. Automate this every single week and don't touch it. Watch how your life change drastically. And the only reason I'm telling you this is because I've done these things. If you apply everything from this video, I promise you, your next 10 years, you'll be unrecognizable. Now, if you want to get started right away and you don't want to spend another 10 years figuring out the order yourself, check out the free training link in the description. Inside, I walk you through exactly how I took back control of my life out the prison and built it into a $60,000 a month, $100,000 per month online business using brand deals and investing. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.